Hi, it's Tamika from Savvy Nester Designs, and today I want to show you how to set up your small business tax prep spreadsheet. To start, we're going to go to the Revenue tab, and this is where you're going to enter your monthly income per platform. So here I have Etsy for January, it's $3,000. PayPal for January is $8,000. I'm going to do that again for February. So each month you're going to enter in what your profits were, or what your revenue was, your gross revenue. And if you need to add any notes here, there's a note space available. And you're going to see up here at the top, there's actually a pie chart that's going to show you what percentage each is of your income. So PayPal is 55% of my income. Let's see, and Etsy is 45% of my income. You can see my total revenue for the year is $14,500. And as you scroll down, you can see by income source how much revenue I have. It's going to total it up right there for you. So once you've filled all this out, it's time to go to your supply expense tracker. And this is going to be everything you need to actually make and package your supplies, or your product. So depends on what you make. If you make candles, this is going to be your wax, jars, wicks, anything like that. The stickers that go on the outside, the bubble wrap, mailers, everything you use needs to show up here. And so you pick a category, say packaging. This is my boxes for January, and I spent $100. So shipping, let's say bubble wrap. For February, and I spent $25. So enter all your expenses in here, and then you can see here's a section to know whether or not you actually have the receipt on hand stored. It's just a really good guide so that you can keep track of those receipts and you have a visual to show that yes, you do have that on record, and it allows you to fill in any notes here. So as you can see, there was categories here on the side. And to change those, you go right here. So instead of packaging, I don't know, I wanted to do, let's say jars. I would change it here. And then when you go over here, I now have jars as my first option. So that's how you change that. And it's also going to add up those expenses for you. So I've spent $100 on jars, shipping, and other supplies, and you can just fill those in with whatever your categories are for your product. You look up here, here's your pie chart again. It's going to show you what percentage you're spending on each of these supplies. And so far I've spent $305 on supply expenses. So next I'm going to go to office expenses. This is where I track things for my home office, things like utilities and rent and things like that that go into the office expense tracker. And it really depends on how your business is set up, whether you add rent or mortgage or anything like that into it. So just make sure that before you add those things, you ask whoever is doing your taxes what's appropriate for you. So again, you can change those things right here on the side to whatever categories you need. And then you can begin entering them. So utilities, let's say this is our water bill for January. It's $20. Right. Gas for January, $10, and so on and so on. So just keep monthly record of this expenses you're using for your office. Okay, next is your marketing expenses. So this is your Facebook ads, your Pinterest ads, anything you're using for marketing, events, things that you go to. You're going to enter those here. And again, you're going to add the amount, whether or not you have that receipt on hand, and any notes you might have. Here's your business expenses. This is anything that is office equipment. If you take a business course, anything like that. If you have a subscription to any kind of business related service, you're going to add it in here and you're going to enter it monthly. And then finally you have your mileage log. So this is going to allow you to enter for a month what you are traveling for your business. So you can see I've logged in here 3 different trips, and this was to a craft show. So going to the craft show, driving to the hotel, from the hotel to the event, and then home from the event. And I logged each one of those so that I know the exact mileage and the exact day. And so it shows I have 117 miles so far. Okay, so once you've filled in a lot of this, now you can go to your total expense business summary. And this is going to show you month by month what you're spending on each different expense. So you have your supply, office, marketing, and purchases. And that's January, February, March, April, all the way through. And then this is your total expenses line right here. Next is your supply expenses. This is totally separate, and it is going to show you per item, per category, what are you spending per month. The same with office, marketing, and so on. So you can actually see what you're spending per category. Then that takes you over to the finance. So this is your total revenue per month right here. This is your supply expenses, office, marketing, purchases, everything right here. And this is your total expenses. So it's going to take your revenue minus your expenses, and that's going to be your profit line. So that's your profit month by month. And up here, it shows your total profit amount. And finally, your profit and loss statement. So this fills in as the month goes along. So this is how much you've made in sales, $14,500. Other revenue, if you have anything else to enter in here that is not included in your tax prep spreadsheet, you could enter it in that line, and it's going to add up all of your revenue here. So maybe you have like a service business as well as just sales. You can add that in the other revenue. Okay, now it's going to break it out by your expenses and how much you spent on each expense. There's your total expenses, and this is your profit or loss amount. So you are at a profit of $13,665. And this portion is printable, and you can give it to whoever you need to, whoever requests your profit and loss statement. It's going to be available right here. So that is everything I have to show you for the small business tax prep spreadsheet. If you have any questions or any troubleshooting issues, reach out to me via email. My email is savvynester@outlook.com. My website is savvynesterdesigns.com. You can reach me there as well. Or if you're an Etsy customer, you can reach me via Etsy messages for my shop, Savvy Nester Designs. The best way you can support my shop is by liking and subscribing to my YouTube videos, and also leaving reviews for other customers on my Etsy shop so they can see what you liked and whether or not the product will be perfect for them as well. Thank you so much for all of your support, and have a great day.